Hi, everyone. I just want to share this exercise that I just did with everyone, just an idea to practice. Um, Processing certain emotions, I felt it was time to let go of something that I was really attached to. And so I did like this whole, I guess, ritual, identifying everything that I needed to let go. But I asked my higher self to tell me what I need to let go of right now. And the way I did it, so I'll give you a little bit of a background. Sorry if this is too long. Um, some years ago, I got into gardening and I really enjoyed it. And I collected a bunch of seeds, whether I bought or just harvested some seeds inside this packet. And um, this was back in Texas, and I moved around after that a bit. So I would schlep that bag with me everywhere I went, hoping to do some planting or gardening everywhere I went. And I had this kind of vision for the future to start my own garden, like in my backyard, teach my kids how to garden, and maybe have some classes and grow that into a bigger business online and physical and face to face. So I was holding on to this bag of seeds. And with all this, the ascension and everything, I was getting increasingly frustrated. I was saving up, hoping to get this house. And instead, I've been on this journey, jumping from Airbnb. So I'm on my third one now. And so I've spent so much money that could have gone towards a down payment for that house. And so I'm getting increasingly frustrated. Plus, no family, still haven't met the one. I kind of thought maybe I'm being taken on this journey to meet him, not yet. And so I was getting increasingly frustrated. So my at the last Airbnb, I was there when the spring equinox started, and this energy of renewal with spring, and at the same time manifestation. So I was listening to other light workers and talking about this is a time to let go of stuff. And if you follow Simone and Eldora, they mentioned, like, let's say clothes, right? If you have a lot of old clothes that you're holding on to, because clothes for a lot of us has been like identity and just holding on to possessions. So they said like that would be a good thing to let go of, like going through your stuff and see, like, if it's something you haven't worn for a long time, chances are you're not going to, which is not true. Actually, for me, the case, like sometimes I would buy certain sweaters, let's say, and not wear them for a few years, and then end up, because I move around so much, end up wearing them out at another place that I moved to. So for me, holding on to things sometimes was a big benefit instead of like buying again. Um, and those, let's say, sweaters came in very handy. But anyway, since I'm now Airbnb hopping, I'm basically living out of 3 suitcases, and I don't really have that much clothes at this point that I'm holding on to. I left some things at my parents' house that would be good to get rid of. Um, so, but overall, it was not. And it came to me like just processing my pain. I was connecting to this community where I was staying at the previous Airbnb. It's like a community, I guess they call themselves like the 12 tribes. They're the followers of Christ, but they don't consider themselves Jewish or Christian. They're just the followers of the way, like as a community. Um, so I've been guided to connect with this community since my first Airbnb. So my guides keep telling me like to connect with them, to go see them and stuff. And like there's some certain spiritual work that I needed to do there. So anyway, I was there and I was just having a conversation with one of the women, and she was just saying, because they have like a little community, they have like a little garden at their community building. And she's like, yeah, somebody's gonna need to do that, and we need to get some seeds. And they're kind of a community that shares all their resources. Like they're international, but they pool all their resources together and finances and everything. So they always have to figure out like what's the best way to spend their money. So she was just like just telling me this, and then I got the idea, you know what, I have seeds that I'm not using. I hope to use, but it's like, how long am I going to schlep them around and not use them? May as well just give it to these people, and they might put them to better use, because I don't know where I'm going. Like I'm at this third place and I don't know where I'm going after this. So why hold on to them? So I brought in the packet. They picked out the seeds that they wanted. They probably picked out like half of what I had. And then, so it was kind of a process of letting go. I literally cried a little, like when I got the idea. And then when I was walking out of their building after they were really excited. And it was really nice to see like their kids were like really excited and they want to look at the package and everything. It was really nice to see that. I was walking out of the building, I cried a little bit, like just letting go of all these plans, all these visions, all these ideas that I had that are not coming true. And instead I'm being on this journey, and nothing me and the physical self planned any of this out. Like I didn't plan to connect to this community and why I connected to this community and so many other things. Nothing is planned at all. And so it's like letting go of all the plans and all the desires and submitting to what all this guidance, that it's like it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like it's none of it is predictable. Like nothing, and it just kind of happens all of a sudden. You know, a person being brought into my life, or like this community, or you know, at the last place I was staying, I was just like directed all of a sudden to clean out these two houses. There was stuff, you know, energetically there. None of this is predictable. None of this is like, it was like literally just go with the flow, with the plan that's already been set, but my mind is not creating any of this. And I guess that's the idea, to detach from that plan that the ego created. I guess that's my assumption. And so I still had half of the packet. So I brought it with me to this, because I didn't want to like just throw it out. I brought it with me to this third place, and it's a place in the woods. So I just have nature everywhere, and birds and squirrels and all sorts of other critters. And I started getting the idea, maybe just throw the seeds out all over the place. You know, somebody will eat them, or maybe something will sprout just randomly. And then maybe if it will sprout into leaves or into anything, then somebody else will eat it. Like, you know, just have food instead of just like hold on to it in my suitcase. So I did this exercise. I walked around the territory, and just with each, like I would just take a little bit and with each time I would toss it out and I would be guided of letting go of something specific. So like letting go of my attachment to my family, letting go of my attachment to my profession, letting go of my attachment to security, my need to plan, my fears, my anger, like each time I would throw, I would literally be sent like exactly what I need to let go of. Um, and even like how to word it. Um, so it felt good to let go of it, like to finally let go of that bag, because I could feel like I was just constantly in pain holding on to this bag. Um, it was interesting while I was doing it because it's spring, I can see like the buds of the trees are starting to bloom. So my eyes were guided to some of them, like this beautiful greenery that's opening up. Um, so it was like I was being sent a symbol of this is growth, like letting go of all these attachments that I thought like would be fulfilling. But if you hold on so tight, it causes a lot of pain. Um, so it felt good, definitely. I mean, I can't say like I just like go everything and everything just feels so much better. Um, but it did definitely felt good to let go of that bag and just it was I think a definitely a beneficial exercise. So just kind of want to throw an idea out.